friendship that'll never ever end.
Now, we all know Bray Wyatt as a cult leader. We all know he was raised by Sister Abigail, and after he witnessed her death, we assume he took responsibility and leadership of the cult. Since then, he introduced us to the Wyatt family, however many years have passed. And right now in the WWE, Bray Wyatt's new persona, the Fiend, is a much more aggressive, much more tormented, and seriously a lot more dangerous than Bray Wyatt has ever been. So in 2019, maybe even 2020, should the Wyatt family return to the WWE? Now, this topic will get a lot of debate, so let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Obviously, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are so close now to 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, I might add. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Like the video. It helps it rank up on YouTube. And of course, share it across social media, Facebook, Twitter, etc. so your friends can come and have their say as well. And hopefully give a great opinion. Now, that video clip was taken from the very end of the Firefly Funhouse. On the very final episode, Fear is Power, the one where the Fiend disappears and a few weeks later shows up for the very first time in an arena. And when you take the words, follow the leader, to me that sounds very cult-like. Now, that could just be a flashback to Bray Wyatt's personal past, his upbringing, and the cult-like state he's always been in. But is it a hint? And what about the other characters from the Wyatt family? We start off with Eric Rowan. Of course, he's huge right now on SmackDown Live. He's got a huge, big storyline with Roman Reigns. He's having his one-on-one match on pay-per-view at Clash of Champions this Sunday, which is awesome for Rowan. I still don't believe that Rowan's the only man responsible for the whole thing with Roman Reigns and the attack and everything. I think there's someone else. So, again, that could tie in perfectly with The Fiend, with Bray Wyatt. And then, of course, you've got Rowan's former tag team partner, Luke Harper. Right now, WWE are paying him to sit at home. Now, okay, some people might argue he doesn't want to be there, but if WWE calls him, he has to be. And also, I think if WWE gave him a storyline he can really get his teeth into and actually use the guy, I'm pretty sure he'd be happy to stick around. I mean, he's such a great, talented wrestler. It's such a shame WWE wasted him. And I think with this newfound attitude of Bray Wyatt, it could carry over. And of course, then you got the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And you know what? I love Braun Strowman. I really want to see Braun Strowman do a lot of things away from the whole Wyatt family thing. But I don't think WWE are ever going to do it. Every time they come close to pulling the trigger with Braun, they sort of back away and say, oh no, we're not going to do that. You're not going to get the title yet. So why would you leave him in limbo? Why not bring him back to the fold and let him do amazing things? And of course, in 2019, we've already seen Abby the Witch. And I've spoken about Abby the Witch so many times because obviously she represents Sister Abigail. She is the puppet incarnation of Sister Abigail. And it's always interesting to think that in 2019, 2020, we could see a Sister Abigail character on WWE, and I think the way WWE could play that would be very interesting, especially with the new Fiend and all this new stuff going on. It would be amazing. And I've said all along I want Liv Morgan to play that character. Imagine Liv Morgan playing like a Rosemary kind of character. I think she could really pull it off. I know we love her as this kind of happy-go-lucky sort of girl, but do you know what? Why not give her like a demon persona? It'd work perfectly. And I mean, she's been teasing it on Twitter lately as well, stuck in her own mind, things like that. We made an entire video covering changes that Liv Morgan's made to her character, like cutting her hair and stuff. It's possible. Now, of course, Bray Wyatt has obviously jumped on this as well on Twitter. He has referenced the Wyatt family a few times. Not directly, but he's in reply to Braun Strowman. He has said he loves him, again calling him baby boy. And then Eric Rowan, come home baby boy. Like, this invitation is there. Bray Wyatt knows what he's doing. This is the guy that's behind the Firefly Funhouse. And just imagine what Bray Wyatt and the WWE could do with the Wyatt family. Imagine Harper and Rowan going after the tag team titles. Imagine the rivalry they could have with the New Day. right now they're the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. That could all change. But imagine them being haunted by puppets. Imagine Ramblin' Rabbit coming out of Xavier Woods' trombone. Imagine Huskus the Pig Boy eating all the pancakes off of Big E's plate and Big E having an empty plate. Imagine them Braun Strowman dominating the mid-card, the monster sent out by the Fiend to do the bidding that the Fiend just couldn't be bothered to do. Imagine Liv Morgan winning the Women's Championship and taking it back to the Funhouse. All that time, you have the Fiend holding a World Championship belt. I just think it would be so epic to have the Wyatt family in such a high level in the WWE roster. And of course, it doesn't have to end there. With NXT now moving to USA, it's now a third brand. You could add a new character that is exclusive to NXT. And of course, you can show up on Raw and SmackDown on the Firefly Funhouse. And I think Damian Priest would fit that role absolutely perfectly. I mean, don't tell me you wouldn't love to see the entire Wyatt family on an episode of the Firefly Funhouse and maybe have a trophy cabinet with all the championship belts all inside it. I just think that could be absolutely epic. That one moment of them doing that could just be amazing. I think The Fiend is such a great character with the puppets and everything else you can add into it. It's just endless possibility. And of course, we don't want the Wyatt family to come back the way they were. You could swap out the characters if Harper's unavailable or if Vince doesn't want to bring back Harper. You could, say, why not the Ascension? We could have Rowan on a different brand to Braun and Rowan go after another mid-card title while the Ascension do the tag team bidding. That would be epic. You could bring people in, kick people out whenever you want, almost like a Ministry of Darkness 2.0, and I really think that could work. But the whole point of this video is to gauge your opinion as to what you think. Should the Wyatt family return to the WWE this year, next year, a year later? What do you think? And should they replace characters? Is Braun Strowman now too big of a name to go back to the Wyatt family? Is Rowan too big of a name? Would you want Rowan just to get a singles run? Do you want The Fiend just to have a singles run? Let me know your thoughts in those comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Peace!